You know, the photographs that Pam and Nicole Strum were supposedly took? Huh? Yeah, those. The pictures of the blue RAV4 down on the back 40 in the morning, daytime. Okay? Those were not taken by Pam or Nicole Strum. No, they weren't. They weren't even taken on the 5th. No, they weren't. You see, on October 31st, they were taken when Teresa was visiting Steve and Avery. Earl Avery and Robert Fabian was down there by where the RAV4 was found hunting rabbits. No, they weren't. They were down there staging and photographing a RAV4 that's been on the property for years. Okay. Yeah. So, Ryan Hillegrass wasn't there to take the pictures unless he was. So Ryan Hillegrass took these pictures and gave the camera to Pam, and Pam gave it. Okay? Or Avery, Earl Avery and Robert Fabian. They took the photos. But Pam and Nicole did not take those photos. Those photos were on the camera before the search. They were on the camera 31st of October 2005. That's when those photos were taken. Exhibit 29 through 35 or so. Okay? Yeah. That is a Toyota Color Code 8K4 confetti blue. Now then, there's photos on the 5th of November taken by Wisconsin State Troopers when finding the RAV4. The one that they found was replaced with the one that Earl and Robert took pictures of on the 31st. Now, it was moved on the 4th when the flyover went over and pictured it not there. Okay. And then it was there. That's what the photos tell me. Because once law enforcement got there, there's no switching the RAV4s. So the RAV4s had to be switched before Pam got there. Which means the photographs had been taken before Pam got there. Which means either Ryan snuck onto the property with Bobby Dassey or something, whatever, and they did it, or Earl and Robert Fabian did it, but that camera came from Ryan Hillegrass or Earl Avery. See, Pam says Ryan gave her the film, the camera. Well, the pictures were already on the camera and Ryan gave it to her. Or she's saying that Ryan gave it to her, but in actuality, when she got to the yard, Earl gave her the camera. Either Ryan gave her the camera with the pictures on it, or Earl gave her the camera with the pictures on it. That was taken in 31st of October 2005. Now, who was down there on 31st October 2005? Earl and Robert. Yeah. Who's got access? Earl and Robert. Why did the Wisconsin State Trooper go over and take pictures of the spot before any of the grass, nothing was touched? All the foliage is just exactly, all the leaves, not crushed, no tracks. That photograph proves that was taken of that spot before any RAV4 showed up. Most definitely not after they already towed it off. So one RAV4 went in on the 31st of October 2005, pictures taken of it in the morning. In the morning. Okay? So, where were they? What'd Steve do after he made the phone call? He went to his house. Yeah. Earl went down there, and Robert Fabian went down there and staged the event between the early in the morning when Steven left. Anyway, those pictures were either taken by Ryan Hildegrass, what the hell is he doing there on the 31st of October 2005, or it came from Earl Avery on the 5th of November with 31st of November pictures on it. Yeah. Now, when you look at the photographs that Earl and Robert Fabian took, you will notice that the bumper is unpainted. There's no paint. So it can't morph into something else. There's no paint. That is a factory unpainted piece. Bumpers. Okay. But on the RAV4, which is a 760 Mystic Teal Mica, the bumpers are 760 Mystic Teal Mica. They're blue just like the vehicle. Versus unpainted and painted. Dark gray is what they are. Unpainted. See what I'm saying here? So those are not the same. Those are not the same vehicles. Not even close. Specifically not close. Made to be not close. You can't confuse the two if you look at them side by side. So, what this means is that RAV4, we'll call it the 8K4 RAV4, taken by Earl. Yeah. Earl's got access to the yard. Earl has access to the RAV4s. So does Bobby. Bobby's going into cahoots with Ryan, going down there staging this event so that Ryan would have the pictures on it, and then tell Pam and Nicole not to take pictures because they're already there. Pam and Nicole know that they didn't take any pictures whatsoever, not one. But yet they testified in court that they took the pictures. But they took the pictures of a 8K4, confetti blue RAV4, and the pictures that were taken later on, evening, nighttime, was a 760 Mystic Teal Mica with K95 features along the sides and shit. Gray paneling and stuff. Now, what's interesting is the pictures taken by the troopers at night. There is a left rear passenger door handle that is blue, just like the rest of the vehicle. So, that door handle is 760 Mystic Teal Mica. That is the left driver's side rear passenger door handle. But down in the Wisconsin State Crime Lab, the left rear is the passenger. The right front passenger has got a 6P3 deep jewel green door handle in a 760 door. So we have a 202 black in a 760 door. We have a 7 door handle. We have a 760 door handle on a 760 door, and we have a 6P3 on a 760 door in all of these photographs. So far, we have 202, 760, and 6P3 on a 760 that is supposed to be all one color. The cabin is supposed to be 760, it's not, it's 1A3. The flares are supposed to be 760, it's not, it's 1A3. But just so happens when Teresa took a picture of her vehicle down at Voyager Park, the green one, then the door handles are all 760 Mystic, or all the handles on that when she took pictures at Voyager Park are 6P3 deep jewel green, the fenders 6P3 deep jewel green, the flares, the Catalan on the side 6P3 deep jewel green, and then it all turned blue, and now it's blue. So we have a green one and we have a blue copy of the same photograph, and they use the blue copy in court. Now, that was obviously photoshopped to look blue. So they just blued it out, is what Kratz did, which is false, a false document, fraudulent document. So Kenneth Kratz secured a conviction on a photograph that was doctored from green to blue. Because we got two of them. There they are. Steve A. Benedazzi. Well, theoretically, by law, that's what's supposed to happen. Of course, they're not going to do shit. Of course. Of course, they're not going to do shit that I've proven that the RAV4 photograph in the morning was taken before 10:35 November 2005. The pictures were on the camera when Nicole walked through the yard. She got it from Ron Hillegrass, or she got it from Earl Avery. The only two places she got it from. But what's important is that she got it from somebody, one of those two, and nobody else, okay? And the photographs were already on the camera when she walked through the yard. She did not take those pictures of that RAV4 at that date and time because two RAV4s cannot be in the same spot at the same time. So, this was pre-planned. Those are two RAV4s in the same fucking spot. And I am correct. Don't even think I'm wrong. I am not wrong, and you can't prove me wrong. All you can do is bitch at me, yeah, but you can't prove me wrong. Those are the photographs. Those are the exhibits and evidence. Okay? So when you compare the exhibits and evidence and you put them side by side, it's not the same vehicle. Now, they knew this. And if they didn't know this, they were required to know this. This can't be a surprise. It's many years later. But Dean and Jerome Butine knew this going in. Jerome Butine had to have known that those photographs were not taken by Pam and not taken by Nicole. He had to have known this. I know this. Now you know this. Why didn't they know this? And they've known this all these years. Kathleen T. Zellner knows this, and she won't consider the RAV4s found in Avery property being what they are. She can't bring herself to it. Why? Because she argued the blue one, which incidentally was also on Avery Auto Salvage. I mean, there's 5,000 vehicles there, right? And if it wasn't already on Avery Auto Salvage, as a salvage vehicle, either one of them, they could have got one from Herman. Herman had one of them, Avery had the other one, okay? If not, well, then they've got the Mu Toyota over there, and they always get fucking trade-ins. So it's not difficult to get these vehicles for Don Lemieux, Avery's, and Herman's. That's it. Now, those pictures were not taken by Pam and Nicole. They were taken by Earl and Robert Fabian, or they were taken by Ryan Hillegrass and Mike Hallbach. That's it. Bobby and Mike O. You know? I mean, those are only three pairs that could have done this. That's it. It's a very small group, but those photographs prove that Avery was trying to sabotage Kenneth Peterson's framing, okay? That's what they were doing. They're doing it with the help of Bob Lemieux. They're doing it with the help of Robert Herman. That's what the pictures show. You cannot, logically, with the evidence I just presented you, say that I'm wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I know for a fact I am right. And if you don't like it, you know, the truth doesn't depend on whether you agree with it or not. The truth is what it is. You live with it or you bitch about it. That's it.